Hello everyone. It is a Friday, November 20th, 2020, and what I'm going to work on today, well, little backstory. A couple weeks ago we had a bad ice storm, and I'm sure you've seen bits and pieces of it. And what it did, let me just show you some damage. The top of that tree broke. Look at the little trees there. The ice storm just, because the trees at the time had leaves on them, and just broke the trees in weird spots. The big limbs, small limbs, it didn't matter. Did not matter. There's one there. They're all over. It was, if you look over there above the RV, there's a bigger one that's broken in half, if you can see that. It's kind of weird. Ice storm came in, wind blew a little bit, but it was just breaking them. And it wasn't discriminatory on old or young or big trees or tiny, and it was just different kinds. There's hickories that broke in half. There was just regular blackjack that broke in half. This pine tree, look at that pine tree right there. That's, that limb right there used to be pointing straight up, and now it broke it down. But that one next to it, fine, but that one broke in half. So, and then some of my nice trees. And the one thing that when I decided where to put my house and all that stuff, and you've heard me talk about it before, is that tree. I like that tree. I like how it's a pedestal, like a lollipop type thing. It's pretty during the summer, nice and green leaves. And I left it there, when I started working on this place a while back, and wanted it there, so I could look out my house when I get my cabin built. And this is neat, and the moon shines, like right up in the sky there when the sun's going down in June and July, and it's just really neat looking. Well, when that ice storm hit, some branches fell off, and they just kind of fell straight down. But you can tell right there. Let me zoom. You can see it, but those branches right there will come straight down and hit my barn. It's got some dead spots on it. The tree's got some dead spots, a lot of dead spots. So what I'm going to do today is cut it down. But the problem is it does lean a little bit that way, so how trees are, you can't really tell where they're heavy, but it does look like it's leaning. There's more weight on that side because of the limbs and the way the big branch comes off that way, So my fear is if I just try to cut it, lay it down without any, pressure, that it may go that way. And then once it starts, you can't stop it. And then it's crushed. So I'm trying to do a controlled cut here in a second. What I'm going to do is you see the straps maybe on the ground there. I'm going to go get a long ladder, climb up, put a strap up as high as I can reach, and then I'm going to come my way with another strap and a chain. I'm going to get my backhoe, and I'm going to hook onto those things. I'm going to cut my notch out of my tree. After I get the straps a little bit tight, I'm going to cut that notch, and it may be dead enough inside that I can just pull it and it'll come on over. But if not, then I'll get on the other side and start cutting it. And I'm going to try to manipulate it to come this direction. That's my plan. That's my design. So anyway, take a pause here, get everything organized, and try to get that tree down. Okay, back in a second.
start to go, throw it down and run.
show you the reason I decided to take it down, and luckily I didn't waste a good tree. They start rotting, and I'm not sure exactly how it works. Maybe it rots at the top and then water gets in the top and settles in the middle and starts working its way down, but
Yep.
that's just rotting. It's starting to rot, starting to create gaps.
Yep.
So which if it's bad here, it keeps getting worse the higher that you get into the tree.
I guess that's probably why you have the dead ones
Yep,
on there.
that's exactly why the dead ones happen, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, see this one
And then it falls
broke
on
off
your
there,
house.
you know? So you can see how wet and rotten that is. It's
Yeah.
just,
Yep.
and I'm not sure what kind of bugs those are. See, little,
Yeah.
are those termites?
I don't.
They got little wings.
They don't look like it.
They don't? Okay. Well, whatever kind of bugs those are, they're gonna find a new home now. So, I'm not gonna say it did exactly what I wanted, but it did exactly what we wanted.
Yes, it did.
You know, I don't know that it would have happened without the backhoe, because it was standing strong.
Yeah, it was.
And I mean, you look at, I cut my notch almost to where it was rotten. And then my middle cut, my last cut, I'm not sure what that's called, but look where it's at. It's almost to the rotten area also. So it was still just hanging on with this good part here and this good part here. And when it finally let loose with that pressure, it went straight towards the sawmill. That's what I was saying earlier, is like I want to try to make it go towards the sawmill, and we did. Success! You love having success? Hey Mom, she says it's 40 feet tall. I said it's 45, so she's walking it off to see who's right.
About 39.
It ain't 30. You know, you won't see this for another 6 months to a year, but Stalin said the voters don't pick who's in office. The counters pick who is in office.
13.
So the counter,
Is 30.
so is the counter going to be correct?
13 times 3 is 39.
Look where you ended. You ended 5 feet from the end of where the tree is.
It's this far away from the branch right there, from the stump.
But we want to know how tall the tree was. You got at least another 2 feet. 4 feet.
41.
4 feet.
That ain't 4 foot.
That's 4 feet if it's an inch.
That is not 4 foot.
Huh?
That is not 4
You're going to
foot.
count from here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3.5. So it was 44.5 feet. And you said 39. Lordy. See, the counter. That's what I just proved it. The counter is who picks the winner. I just counted. I won. She just counted. She won. Okay, successful day.
Anyway, it was between 40 and 45 foot.
Yep. Yep.
That's kind of what we
And we marked it off to make sure